I do agree. There are lots of Mosh interrupts, but it comes down to, are they going to time their Mosh interrupts, right? I know you have your Gazo, you have your Murden, you have your Cassian Thrall for the interrupts, but let's see if Kairu will be patient. A patient ETC is one of the most deadliest. So although I don't disagree, there are... Absolutely, I 100% agree with you, but it definitely comes down time for who is more patient. If Kairu does spam it, it's over, you know? All right, so we have Regen Phoenix on the left side. We have a Rapid Penguin on Thrall, Aria on Rhaegar, Darubo on Cassia, Mudge on the Murden, and Eero on Gazlo. And on the right side, we have Running Wild here with Salvaje on Raynor, Zucchini on Li Ming, Mr. Executive on the Stukov, Kairu on ETC, and we have Full On Grits on Hogger. Good luck to the team. All right, immediate CC combo on the Murden. Great follow-up by the Li Ming by Zucchini. While Salvaje was poking the other team, maybe they could have got a quick pick with the Q. Who knows, to lock him into that silence, but great startup with the ETC and Stukov combo here. Looks like we're just going to have a little bit of poke, and as we predicted here, the Exterminator is going to be selected. Murden is a little aggressive here, focusing on that Li Ming, and Raynor pushes the Cassia back. Excellent. Great disengage here. Looks like Running Wild is poking heavily, really well. ETC is looking for a quick stun. Is there going to be a reset? Rhaegar's getting low. Salvaje gets the reset for Li Ming. Can they get anything? No, they don't, but excellent kill by Salvaje. Now, they could look at this bottom camp, right? They have a man advantage now with the Exterminator, and Salvaje is posturing. ETC slides out with the follow-up by Silence, but it's a little bit too late. Salvaje is low, but gets the follow-up kill on the Cassia with the Li Ming to finish. They immediately start bottom camp, exactly what you're supposed to do, get the man advantage here, and go ahead and start pushing the lanes. Kairu is playing posture to anchor, which is great for the team to understand that, but he's got to be careful here. Excellent, and he is out, followed by a Stukov silence, or Stukov W here. So looking at the talents here, we have a Li Ming Power Hungry. This is great. Gets spell power and restores 100% more mana per regen globe. Great for poking. I would potentially even look at the teleport ability, the level 1 talent for 3 teleports to get your 10% more damage on Q. ETC has to W to make sure he doesn't get CC hard. And there is a slow on Murden, but is he gonna get punished? No. Salvaje is just gonna poke, and ETC slides in. Here's a follow-up on Murden and Cassia. Can they get Mudge? They do not get the Mudge, but Cassia follows in with an E, and there's another W on Thrall, but everyone is low on mana. Do they have tap? Are they gonna save their tap for the objective? Are they just gonna reset? These are things. Now, we do need Bruiser camps to be started around this time because the objective starts at 2:30, and Salvaje is already heading there, and they're sending Rhaegar and Thrall for theirs. Great opportunity to go ahead and start grabbing this and get a full reset and let the lanes pressure, and let's see who clears what first. Now, Salvaje is getting low. He's by himself. Now, Stukov is back. They got to hurry up, and they can take a little bit of time for taking this, right? They get 30 seconds, but Gazlo has sniffed out Hogger. Hogger is about to get flanked by 3. Is he going to be able to get out? He is a Hogger, but he did waste his E. Can he get out? Full on Grits just got punished because he wasted that E ability. All right, so it's not a big deal. He'll be back up. Looks like they're posturing a 5v4 here against Regen Phoenix's Immortal here. They want to start out right away. I do still feel like they have a better burn here. Exterminator Raynor is powerful versus what they have. As you can see, oh, maybe not. Sorry, I'm looking at the map completely wrong. But still, even though Hogger was gone and Li Ming was not helping them, because I actually thought Li Ming was there, Raynor kept them in. It's really not that bad. So looks like they're just going to trade, get the shields down entirely. Let's see if they can even keep up here. So it looks like they're just going to take the L on that. They're just going to get the shields down. It's a safe strategy. You maybe could have had ETC and a healer to help negate some of the damage off, but all right, they're looking to just take the safe route. They're going to take a safe passageway. They're just going to defend. They have excellent poke to defend this Immortal. Hogger and Gazlo are still down bottom. Or rotating now down bottom. Okay, so it looks like Li Ming is going for the BOE. The BOE strategy here is going with Charge Blast for more focus damage on the Immortal. So they're going to get a quick poke. They will definitely get Fort Wall here. but they shouldn't get much more. But they may slide Mudge. Can Mudge get reset? Mudge gets a reset, or there's a reset on a Muradin. So this is now a straight free clear. They did get walled, but that's okay. Can they punish that Rhaegar for sliding in? ETC may slide. Here comes a silence follow-up. Here comes a Li Ming. The combo missed, but great engage. Thrall and Cassia help peel the Rhaegar off. Mr. Executive is on point when looking for follow-ups here. There is no top camp to get while Muradin was down, so it looks like they're just going to stagnate in lane and start poking out some damage. While Hogger is pushing out Euro to his fort wall. Alright, looks like Muradin, Cassia is stepping up here, maybe looking for a quick engage, but Running Wild has understood. Let's not take this fight just yet. Let's regroup for a second. And ETC missed his slide. Now, can Mr. Executive hit a raw silence here? He does hit it. Zucchini does pick Calamity. Now, that is an excellent cue by Salvaje to get the Cassia off and the Thrall off. They took a tap. They're looking for a potential re-engage, but they are kind of low. That Cassia will blow them up with the CC on Muradin and from the Thrall. Just looks like everyone's going to tap. They're going to take another re-engage. Look like they're just going blow for blow here. Let's see who remains victorious. Mr. Executive is caught here. Potentially caught. Excellent W from Kairu as he saw the Muradin jumping in. And at the bottom, as we can see, Hogger is pushing out, or pushing in, therefore wall. Now, Cassia gets caught. Can Cassia get punished here? Cassia should be punished here. Excellent. There is a reset now. Muradin should be next. Or the Rhaegar. Excellent connect. There is Thrall too as an option, but Rhaegar is low. Rhaegar is setting up. Nope, but they're going to go for Thrall. They're going to have the silence, correct? No, looks like Mr. Executive just got banned. No, but they do get Thrall. But for the death of ETC, it looks like he was standing still for a second. He thought he may have had an ability, but they did a 2-for-1 trade. Not bad. As we can look up top, let's look at XP-wise here. It looks like it's about the same. So, oh, what's going on down here? Looks like a 1v1. Are they going to get the same kill on full-on grits before? Is he going to get caught? Excellent, unstoppable. Can he make it out? He does make it out. Excellent use. He had it up in time, but because of that stall down there, they gave Zucchini and Salvaje, the Rainer and Li Ming, 3 immortal poke. Now, what can you do here? Looks like they're going to trade, but as soon as the enemy team re-engages, you can even disengage a little bit. Go ahead and get your 10 here. If you want to tap to take a pre-fight, and they're looking like they're going for the 10. But Aria and Mudge sniffed it out. Can Li Ming get out? Li Ming is completely caught up and goes down for it. Comeback XP is the thing, but can they punish the Thrall? Kairu's looking for it. Nice Q by Salvaje. The Muradin did jump in. Can they punish him for this? But those two are very deep into the fort. Can they retreat? They do. Excellent. And Rainer goes straight back to the Immortal. Doesn't care about the team fight. Very good idea. Secure more damage on the Immortal here. Now, Mr. Executive is caught out a little bit. You don't need to commit much CC here. Great bait of the ult here on the Hogger. Excellent. Now, they have their Li Ming back. Everyone is healthy on the side of Running Wild. They have excellent poke here with the Li Ming. Put this back. Cassie does catch the Li Ming. Cassie does not get the kill, though. But the ETC gets caught on the Immortal stun. He is now dead. Unstoppable is being used by the Hogger. Can they poke out? They do. They do win the Immortal, but do they get the kill? No, they do not. Running Wild just got a 3-man team wipe. It's going to be a 4-man team wipe prior to the objective. Hogger is the only survivor here. This is a great situation for Team Regen Phoenix. They took the fight. They knew that the enemy team was low, and they dove on the Immortal pressure here and got stunned. ETC got punished for that. Overextended. You could have just poked, protect your back line. So, alright, now they have a full reset. Hogger is sniffing out the Gazo. He is stalling here, potentially trying to hold for the ETC power slide here. But he ults, and Kairu gets his ult immediately interrupted by here. He was a little too impatient here. He didn't really have to solo much, but it's okay because they both traded out ults. But again, Gazo's cooldown is shorter than ETC. He has to play the patient game here. You know, as we discussed before, there are plenty of counters to a Mosh, but the most scariest thing about an ETC Mosh is you never know when he's going to use it. You never know. It is a psychological effect ult. Using it at the perfect time, or even solo moshing a right target, can be a game changer for a game. But that Gazlo was already caught, and it looks like Hogger's playing very aggressive. He is going straight for the camp, but Euro sniffs it out. He's going to stall. Can the Hogger get out? Looks like he's just going to stay on there and just completely Sudoku. Commit straight Sudoku. If I'm saying that correctly, he committed suicide on that camp. The idea was very risky when you had a safe camp down here on the siege. Bruisers was a little aggressive by full on grids, but they do have a 4v2 here. This would be an excellent time to get a double mosh here if he had it up, but it doesn't matter because they still secured the Muradin. But imagine if he would have had mosh there, right? They have no interrupts there. Those are the times that you could execute your double mosh play, but they will have mosh up for the Immortal spawn. So for Team Regen Phoenix, they are still up in XP here. As we can see, the kills are equal now. Looks like Running Wild wants their redemption on blow for blow. They want to make sure that the enemy team knows they are still kicking and fighting here. With excellent clear here, and they took their Bruiser camp early because of the Hogger was there. Now they have great lane advantage here. They're going to have to send one up, and when one goes up, the enemy team for Running Wild, the enemy team for Regen Phoenix can now attack. But they catch the Rainer and ETC and Kairu, but can they do anything? There's a mass wombo combo here. Kairu is just auto-attacking. Kairu is 45 HP. He is down. They hit a wombo combo. Regen Phoenix just hit a nasty wombo combo in securing a 3-man kill. Can they secure Hogger? Hogger goes... Well, Hogger may have just killed himself, but what can Li Ming do? Li Ming can't do anything, and Hogger is basically kind of stalling here. For Team Regen Phoenix, they should just go ahead and start hitting the Immortal. There's no need to waste any more time on Hogger. He's just trying to bait, and he did provide a lot of time because now they're going to go for the halftime show here, but they could have gotten it a lot sooner. At this point, get a nice reset if you need it, get your taps in, and look for another engage, because for Team Running Wild, this is the opportunity to fight because the enemy team wasted their ults. But they are going to get back their Cassia, Valkyrie, and Gazlo bomb here. So they do have some disengages for the ETC slide, but they do catch the Rhaegar. Can Rhaegar get caught here? Rhaegar is not being targeted here because there's multiple fights going on down here. The silence does not go out, but they do secure the Rhaegar kill. Salvaje secured it. Excellent stuff by focusing out the healer. So again, now there is 2 counters. Is ETC aware that the only people that as right now with their ults at this point is the Gazlo and is the Thrall, but I think they're just gonna hold it. So it looks like there was a miss synergy here potentially, but there is a quick throw out on the ETC here. They do kill Hogger here. Murden looks like he's going down because Arrow caught him in his, or caught ETC with his pants down. He couldn't do it, he couldn't go anywhere. He committed to the slide and didn't have W. And ETC tried forcing on a Mosh to save himself. But again, he's being punished for it. So Team Regen Phoenix wins the objective heavily. And Regen Phoenix will hit 16 first. Now, what is the game plan here for Running Wild? Well, you have your Rainer to do a nice clear on the Immortal. Drop the ult, right? It really doesn't do much PvP damage, but it does help with providing some extra free damage on the Immortal while hitting everyone, right? So you see the damage. It's really not that much, but it's nice. ETC needs to step a little bit, protect the Rainer, right? And so Hogger gets caught in this, but at anyone's target, no, they completely stun out the Hogger. Couldn't even use a single ability. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Now, Team Regen Phoenix knows that they just need to hold one ult to counter an ETC Mosh. They know that that Mosh is there, so they understand that. Now, Thrall is going to secure that kill on the ETC, and Li Ming gets caught for Calamity and poor Li Ming. Now, this is looking like it's going to be game. It is 100% going to be game, right? You still have a half-health Immortal here, and looks like Team Regen Phoenix understands that this is game. Great catch and understanding of catching the overextended ETC. ETC did not get any Mosh value at that point. It is unfortunate, and I do agree it was tough. It is extremely tough, right, for that Mosh to come out. I do 100% agree. At that point, you probably just have to look at stage dive. So when looking at the post-game strats, hopefully that comes up. Excellent. It does come up. Let's look at the deaths here for Running Wild. You have ETC with 5 deaths, followed by Hogger for 4 deaths. It was rough for them when looking at the talents. Is there anything different here, right? These are some pretty standard talents as I'm seeing. Yep, Surge of Light. I have seen other people click the one talent ability to get burst heal, so they went for the Q stat quest. And this Thrall build right here is very is very DPS intensive on tanks. It completely shreds. This is the talent that I pick. I love this talent. I actually love this build that Rapid Penguin picked. So overall, Regen Phoenix takes map number 1. So guys, we have an excellent game. Blow for blow. It was nice. The CCs were there. Let's go ahead and put in Soothsayer. Regen Phoenix won, and match was won by the blue team. Update that. We'll go to the map bans next. Let's see what they pick. So we are going to be waiting for Regen Phoenix to pick their map. Should I type out to them? We have an excellent series on hand. I've seen some of these players in SL, and they are fun to play with and against. I'm glad to see them here in NGS. So we are currently just waiting to see what they pick for Regen Phoenix. Now, I am hoping to see a Cursed Hollow game or even a Volskaya game. Kairu asked for Tomb, but that was banned. Okay. Guys, what do you guys think about that game? Did you think that Running Wild had the capability of winning that game? Maybe Stage Dive could have been a excellent play here. Maybe they could ascend the ETC off into the off lane just to soak and then be that global presence. It is still a viable pick, right? By selecting when your target was, but the thing with that game was you can tell Regen Phoenix is disciplined. They knew when to hold their ults. They knew to at least have one person for the ETC counter. They knew. That was very smart by them. And see, that is the risk you take when taking Mosh against a team that can counter a Mosh pit. But again, it also comes down, you don't have to look for the perfect 5-man Mosh, 4-man 3, but you can look for those isolated picks. You can look for those rotational Moshes. You can look for, as we saw up top, the 2-man Mosh. If they would have secured the Murden and the Thrall, how game-changing would that have been? Maybe a different outcome. So again, we are still waiting here. Yeah, Hogger was in a very some sketchy situations there. He definitely put himself in some sketchy situations by being very aggro on the Bruiser camp and by taking the fights against the Gazlo on that top siege camp with no vision of the enemy team. Now the question comes to, was Running Wild communicating to the Hogger, hey, they're missing, right? Murden and Cassie are missing. We have no idea where they're at. They are most likely going to be rotating, because that is a secured kill if they catch him, which they did multiple times. And at that point, he just said, screw it, I'm just going to keep going back and forth. I can't escape, and just give me the death timer. Again, guys, I am really hoping for a Cursed Hollow game, and I forgot to say my second one is Towers of Doom. I'm hoping for a Towers of Doom game. Towers of Doom game have always been fun to watch. All right, looks like we're gonna get a Volskaya Foundry selected by Regen Phoenix, or excuse me, by Running Wild. Or I'm backwards. Excuse me, guys. All right, Volskaya Foundry. One there's update here. Perfect. All right. I'm sure Full On Grits will have a nice redeeming game coming up. But the Hogger pick wasn't, it was a pretty solid pick, but that Gazlo. All right, Regen Phoenix got first pick this game. Hopefully everything is coming up well. And all right, we are still waiting for the invite to the lobby here. I'm going to take a quick swig of this water. The AC in my apartment is a little busted here, so it's a little hot here. Unlucky, right? And when you live in the South, it is rough. All right, we got an invite to the lobby. All right, Running Wild is ready. I will confirm that I am ready as well. Now, let's see if Running Wild can pull through to get a 1-1 in the series. They are now down a game, so the pressure is on. Can they perform well under the pressure of potentially losing to 2-0 here? But let's hope for that 1-1. We want a third game. I always want a third game. All right, both teams seem like they are ready. We are in the draft, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up to Volskaya Foundry. So let's see here. What characters go well here? Well, personally, I like your standard Johanna, and they ban it instantly. Never mind. All right, the next tank I like here, you have Murden because it's an open it's an open situation on the point, but ETC is still solid here, right? Diablo is still solid here due to those lane rotation. Garrosh is scary here because teams will have to rock from top to mid for rotations consistently, right? All right, so they go with the Anduin. So it looks like they're taking out Anduin. So what are they doing? Are they gonna pull a Stitches comp here because they don't want to deal with an Anduin trait? Are they doing some type of kidnap build, right? All right, so they immediately get banned of Tychus for running wild. Sonya was also banned. Sonya is pretty good in the meta right now because of that W build for the front to back type style comps here. Let's see what Regen Phoenix picks here. Potentially a tank here. You could also take a viable assassin. Okay, so they lock in the offlaner, actually, the Gazlo. That Gazlo is also solid on this map. Followed up by Jaina to Diva. Now, potentially, are we looking at a blow-up comp here? Are they going to run a Varian Stukov? Are they going to do a Diablo Jaina, right? What is going to be the follow-up for the Jaina here? Bomb on point is pretty good. It does a lot of zoning, and it does a lot of damage if hit. It gives the team a nice reset, if need be, for the side of running wild. Now, let's see if we get a tank and a healer. We do. We get the ETC, and we get Rhaegar. ECK is calling out the Diablo. That's really not bad here for a APOC combo, or even Lightning Breath. But at this point with ETC, I would probably stick with the APOC. We need all types of form of counter. Cassia was banned here. Excellent ban. AoE damage is harsh on this map, especially when you're fighting on the point. But with Jaina and with the Rhaegar for both sides, they have already good good clear on their fortification camps. So let's see what the last ban is going to be for Regen. It is going to be Sylvanas. Sylvanas is a strong hero. Both alts are very solid and scary when used in the right hands. All right, I think we are going to see, and I agree with you, EZK, I do see a Diablo. I do see if Muradin is played correctly here as well. I like both of them here. I do think it's going to be a healer and tank coming up. Or they take away the assassin, right? Since they already have a healer on Rhaegar, then there's no more healer bans. Okay, we get the Mei. We get the Mei. We get a Mei and a Stukov. We get plenty of slows, plenty of silences, plenty of CC. Now, the question comes down to be, what is the alt going to be for Mei? I have seen a lot of Frost Walls now being played due to the recent buff, but I do still like the Avalanche. It is a solid pick, provides plenty of setup for the team if hit appropriately. It is a hard skill shot hit though. but is still a solid pick all around. Alright, so we are finishing up with Oriole and Vala. This comp is going to hurt with a double support comp. Looks like we are doing a hyper carry Vala comp, so it is most likely going to be a bloodlust game here. That may be the goal here. So with that being said, maybe they also could have gone Uther here instead of the Rhaegar. Now bloodlust is pretty solid here, but imagine if you just let the ETC mosh with a nice Uther. With a nice Uther alt behind you and cleanse that comes up, I believe, every 40 seconds. As long as that Uther is auto attacking, it reduces the cooldown on Uther's cleanse. And lastly, Zeratil's pick. Now, this might be a Knight of the Nereid, the auto attack Zeratul, because it does hurt a lot. It does a lot of damage to a Vala because Vala's HP is low. Or they could do a VP setup for their team that can be used in multiple ways. I do like both styles here. All right, everyone, we are going into match number 2 on Volskaya Foundry. I am super excited for this game. Both comps look like a blow for blow comp. Now, you have to think for the side of running wild, they have to play slow. Zeratul does not come alive until around 16. So if they force fights, they have to pick very favorable fights. They have to look for those lane rotations, right? Because that is a 4-man Zeratul. But they also have the ability to use Zera as a tool to reset. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are in action for game number 2. And on the side of Regen Phoenix, we have Darubo on the Oriole. We have Rapid Penguin on the Vala. We have Mudge on ETC. We have Aria on Rhaegar. And we have Eero on the Gazlo. And going on the right-hand side for the red team, we have Running Wild. Zucchini on the Zeratul, Full on Grits on Diva, Kairu on the Mei, Mr. Executive on the Sukov again, and Salvaje on the Jaina. Good luck to both teams here. Let's see if they duke it out in mid, or do they play the game slow. Looks like Gazlo is just going to go immediately bottom to get the soak. They're probably expecting for a healer to peel off, or a hero to peel off and to soak here. So looks like Zucchini is looking for a rotation gank here, and Darubo is trying to sniff it out but picks the wrong bush. But it is smart that it's good to know that they are looking for that. They do recognize, hey, there's only 3 showing. Where is Zera? Where is Diva? Okay, Zera showed top, so they know to be a little aggressive here if they want it to be. But Mr. Executive's silence does calm down the ETC. Now, Zeratul should know this rotation is coming. Excellent. He is running. Zucchini is walking away and knows I'm out, right? Let's go ahead and get ready for that camp down bottom. Looks like Zucchini and Jaina are going to position for the camp. Nope, it looks like it's just going to be Zucchini, and that's fine. So again, they have to be mindful for team running wild to be careful. They're going to be running a 4v3. It looks like they're going to be running a more passive play here. So both teams are going to be starting up their camp. It looks like Zucchini started his first, Zeratul, excuse me. But that's okay, because both teams will have it up at the same time. You typically want to get this at a minute so you can get a nice rotation, just like maps like Alterac Passage. You want to take your camps as soon as they come up, stuff like that, so you can get a nice rotation for the objective here. Let's pull up the talent tier. We have a Monster Hunter, okay, for the Vala instead of the auto attack multi-shot build style here for a hyper carry Vala here. Interesting. Typical level 1 for Oriole. Electric Charge, nice. Okay, for Rhaegar, and it's going for more heals with Prog Rock. All right. So, looks like they're trying to force a 5v4 here because Diva does have the lane prio here, beating Gazlo down bottom. Let's see if they can secure this. Now Zucchini is very aggressive here, but they do slide the Diva here. Diva does have the turret, but Zucchini almost falls there. Zucchini with 26 health, making it out alive, luckily. But they now should be punishing the Diva here. Diva is very high up, but can they get a silence to protect it? No, Diva does get out. Both sides make it out. Gazlo comes in. Looks like they basically did all that hard work just for Regen Phoenix to take everything and for them to lose their turret. So now the item advantage does go through Regen Phoenix. That was a rough fight for Running Wild here. Fortunately, though, no one died, but look at the XP difference here. That is a massive XP Or is it? It should be XP here. Max XP to, yeah, right? 6 to 5 here, about half a level. So looks like at this point you can prioritize that 7 here. Both teams are going to take their camp. Pretty standard for this map at this time. But let's prio the 7 here. Get that advantage, right? While you still have the advantage, you can, you can steal some percentage here, right? You should know that they're not going to take it. Now, what can you do on the side of running wild? You can pressure top 4, wait for a rotation to steal some of them off. Kairu is anchoring at a great spot. Mudge knows he's there, right? This is a very obvious play here, and he knows it, right? But Gazlo doesn't care. Gazlo's just going in. Has no mind in the world because he knows if the Mei shows, Mudge is there to peel. The ETC is there to peel. Now D.Va is just going to completely walk away and maybe put some pressure on the Rhaegar. Does Aria sniff out? Is Aria AFK? No, Aria is just looking up top, wondering what's going on. But they do lose XP down bottom. So the XP deficit is not that big anymore. So with Jaina's nice clear in mid, they easily take that out. Now let's see who baits out the item turrets. Now, items will be coming out shortly. I can already sense it that the turret will be dropped first, then potentially. No, they wasted the D.Va bomb. They did not need to use that just yet, but they're immediately going to fall in on the Gazlo. Can they get a silence? Can they get any DPS on that Gazlo? Mei is still in the back line. They're just focusing on the Bruiser and Mei. D.Va and Mei, but D.Va's taking too much damage here. They baited out both abilities here. Okay, on the side of running wild, can you tap? This is an unfavorable position for Mei, but can they get a slide out? They do, and ETC is getting low, but that double support comp is crucial in keeping that tank alive. Now, here's what you can do. You take your tap, you re-look at an engage here, but the side of Regen Phoenix knows that they have the same ability, and they're gonna get another advantage by having another turret. Because they have that ability to, because they are at 99%. They are able to sacrifice some time if they need to be. Now, are they going to lock down the D.Va? They are going to lock down the D.Va, but Zucchini is going to put pressure. The Zeratul is going to put pressure. Now, D.Va is out of mech. This is rough. They should just give it and defend here. They do. Looks like they're just going to reset. All right, D.Va should go to bot lane. Don't let Gazlo get too much pressure. Now, there are multiple strategies here that you can do here. You could pressure mid a little bit. Just get the wall, right? Not too bad of an idea. You could set up the second objective here, or you can completely set up the third objective. A lot of times in upper level games, teams do go for that bottom fort to go ahead and set up for the third objective, but they're going for the second objective play here. They want to get that advantage, and it makes sense to do either or. Personally, I like them both depending on the situation here. All right, so it looks like they got well, looks like they got the front wall, and I believe they got a little bit of mid wall. So value was acquired here. They just need to back up a little bit. No need to be aggressive anymore. Stall this out. Both teams, though, are still about equal in XP here. Oriole is a little aggressive, but Zeratul comes back. Nice. So we are getting a cleave, a Q build Zera. We are actually not getting a Knight of Nerazim auto attack Zeratul. I just now realized that. Okay. So on the side of Regen Phoenix, looks like Running Wild will beat them at level 10 though. So they are going to do a Void Prison, potentially Avalanche. They're looking at a Ring of Frost here. They're looking for a Wombo combo. They're looking for the Zeratul to set up a play. Are they going to Void Prison here? No, they are not, because it did seem like that. You do see a lot of players force it, but very good patience and discipline. It wouldn't have made any sense to force a Void Prison there, and thank goodness he didn't. Now, everyone knows that there's one missing for the side of Running Wild. Now, what does Regen Phoenix do into a 5v4 here? Are they just going to play passive like they're doing now? They don't have a tap, so they need to be careful while they are double soaking here, right? So you're making the Gazlo miss a lot of XP here on the side of Regen Phoenix. They may have some map objective advantage here, but look at bottom here. This is excellent to see this happening because you are still prepping for the late game, that third objective phase. Now, if you're on the side of Running Wild, the game plan, especially now knowing we are getting a cleave build Zeratul, again, I saw that a little late, but everyone knows you have to wait till 16 and then you'll start getting so much value on that Zeratul. And they're playing it well. Look at the XP. D.Va's just being how D.Va is, annoying. They take the camp. They didn't sniff it out. They didn't start the support camp, but that's the risk that they didn't know where they're at. They didn't want to take it, so no risk, no reward. But they didn't even need to risk it just in case. Now, they may do something very spicy here, but they don't. They do not. Rhaegar felt like there was going to be some CC and cleanse Daribo. Nice predictive cleanse. It's nice to see a proactive cleanse. Did it do anything? Not necessarily, but in the case it was, that is a free rotation because the objective should be coming up, and I believe 30 to 35 or 25 to 35 seconds at that time frame. So you will have cleanse halfway through the objective, and you probably won't even start the objective till a bit later. So D.Va does have lane rotation, but they should just play for the 13 here and look for a fight here, right? This is their chance for the side of Running Wild to get back the advantage. So D.Va is poking, but ETC is going to power slide as bomb was dropped. Now, can they punish that ETC? ETC takes a lot of damage. Is Mei going to this avalanche here? No, Mei doesn't. But Crystal just lost the words here, went down. Can they get a 2 Void? Nope, they missed the combo. Zeratul does not drop the Void Prison. Zeratul missed it. That was the chance for that fight to get back in. That was just, wow. I can't believe that was missed. I can only imagine Calm saying drop, drop, drop. But Mei is now isolated. Mei is caught. Oh no, Bloodlust is now captain. Mei should go down here. Mei is punished for that. And is there a potential mosh here? No, there's no mosh on the Stukov. It looks like that would have been a great target to mosh, but the team was not there just yet. But I do believe that solo mosh would not have been a bad idea, right? Because that level 13 talent for ETC should get back the mosh quickly. Yep. Encore has been selected. Okay, so what can you do to really punish for as Regen Wild? Well, you got a kill here, so go ahead and start your camp, right? You know there's not going to be no pressure on you. Gazlo can go ahead and start setting up turrets potentially up here, but no, Gazlo's going to understand that, hey, I need to catch Soak here. I cannot let this D.Va get this much pressure because, again, on the side of Regen Phoenix, they have the advantage for the second objective, but Full of Grits, the D.Va, is trying to get set up for the third objective, and obviously just taking what's free in bot lane and what is a free lane. So indirectly, he is helping set up. Now, Zeratul and D.Va should go ahead and take this camp quickly because they are committing to it already, and looks like Mei, Jaina, and Stukov understand that on the side of Regen Phoenix, they were not all around top lane. So a little bit of poke pressure, they forced them off. Excellent. So on the side of Regen Phoenix, they back off. They want to see where everyone's at. And now they should see some rotations coming through. They see both. Now, they may look aggressively on this Mei, because if you W as ETC, you can now punish, but the silence should come up. So, can they get the Mei here with Unstoppable? No. But the Gazlo bomb comes out. Is it a solo mosh? It is a solo mosh. But Oriole secures the kill. The mosh was a little bit predictable, but the idea was there to completely isolate. It was good on Mr. Executive to predictably think, but Mei was just too high up, was too aggro, and got completely punished for that. So now what can you do on the side of Regen Phoenix? Well, just poke away. Maybe go mid. Maybe start setting up for the third objective, right? Set up for just take out mid, right? You could do so much here, but it looks like they're just going to take the objective, this robotic of mass destruction to top, and they're going to get a secure top fort, so we get the first fort of the game towards Regen Phoenix. Excellent stuff on the side of Regen Phoenix. Now, are they going to prep bot lane? Because look, there is no well down bottom. I do think that they should poke out fort wall here, just rotate down, go ahead and secure a well. And they are looking like they're doing that, but they are taking a very aggressive route here. And now they're going safe way. They want to stall this out as long as possible. Look at how aggro they are. They understand that two are in the objective here. Void Prism is dropped. Here comes the Ring of Frost. They don't catch anyone. Well, they catch the follow, but D.Va hits them. But the shield from the Protector protects them as the drop. Oh my god, Oriole just caught Full of Grits. Can he drop the turret before it goes down? He drops it down so he doesn't give him the objective. Good E, good whip on Daribo, the Oriole. Great play. Avalanche, I believe, is still in play. Avalanche has been missed. It is a hard skill shot to hit sometimes for some players. That is me. I am some players. Anyway, they are now going to take full advantage. This is a fort guaranteed here. They should take the fort. They have 5-man advantage over 2. Let's go ahead and take full aggro. Oh my god, they popped the Bloodlust. They said, fuck it, we're taking it all. We want to completely just keep wall 2, and they absolutely have every ability to. Maybe that Bloodlust was a little too preemptive here. Maybe you could have saved it for this keep wall. But instead, they are going to drop their sentry turret, and they should secure this wall. There's no need to overextend here, right? They know that running wild is respawning. Just take the keep wall, take their turret, potentially leave. Or they could have left earlier, but they should be able to take this sentry turret quick. As long as you have an ETC anchoring, which he is at a great spot because you have vision here, right? You don't need to anchor here because up here is where the unknown is at. They take it quickly and they're looking at Zeratul. Now Zeratul sniffs this out. Zeratul is a hard person to gank. Now Rhaegar hits a nice slow and Zeratul is juking them. ETC sniffs it out. Great on the solo mosh. Great on the solo. I don't know about that Gazelle ult, but that just, I guess that was to secure the kill there. That was a little too much resources committed, but that's okay because the objective just ended. That is what you can do when you have a 30-second after objective to end, because you can recycle your ults, right? It's a 50-second ult, I believe, 60-second ult, excuse me. So you have the ability, but Cairo is looking for a nice avalanche. This is going to be immediately W silence and a Ring of Frost. They are throwing here. They overcommitted here. They took their kill on Zeratul to advantage. Now, ETC does get a nice CC on the Jaina. They only get one kill, but that is great for the ability here. Gazelle is still caught. Silence is still there. Can they punish them? A lot of abilities are down. Void Prison is still up. Oh, Zeratul just respawned. I thought he was already there already. I'm completely not looking at that. But if Zera was there, that would have been a nice Void Prison. But again, for a 5v4 fighting on the fort, that is what you want to happen. Gazelle, again, spams it out. The objective will spawn, I believe, in the next 30 seconds. So, or next 20 to 30 seconds here. But when you look at the bottom, the third objective rotation here, if they win this, it should be a guaranteed keep. Now, it looks like the response is we're just going to put pressure up top. We need to split the pressure because we know that they're going to be on their camp. So with 16, obviously at 16 in play, let's see what they can do at this bottom objective. Remember, this game is far from over here. They could make a solid Void Prison play. They can make a nice Wombo combo setup. Gazelle could be the target here, but they don't commit too much on it. They could have, but they don't. All right, let's see what's up. So Siege Camp at 1:05 and Fortification Camp at 15 seconds. Bot lane is in favor of the side of running wild here, but you have a Gazelle down bottom, and they should have vision of him now. It looks like they're going to be a little aggressive, but if you're on the side of Regen Phoenix here, you just play for 20, right? You just play for 20. You are closest to 20. There is no need to force. If you got to play like a little bit of pansies, you can. Now, they see them all top. They should make an aggressive rotation to their turret, right? So they can anchor at exactly where Mudge is at, exactly where ET's at, because you know where they're all at, and they should know on the side of running wild that that bottom fortification camp is given because they are 21st. Now, Zeratul is getting out. Did they get vision of him? No, they don't check the bush. Now they check it. It's a little bit too late. Good on Zeratul on identifying that there's a problem, and running wild is going to catch the XP by taking a fort. There is still a fighting chance. There's still a big chance. Now, the combo they could do here, right? Zeratul, if you really want to drop the ball, if you want to give them a nice New Year's Eve explosion with that Diva Bomb, with that whole Wombo combo, dropping the ball on them, hit a nice Void Prison, catch your targets that you need. You definitely need Gazelle in there, though, because Gazelle and ETC are your biggest disruptors here, right? Because they have the W, they have the Q, and they have a Euro just spamming out her grab bomb. Now, two are caught up here. They know Rhaegar's down bottom. Can they force this? Mei is low. Mei had to use D. Use her unstoppable. And they both get caught. Now, it looks like Mei is hurt. Diva got back in mech. But there is a solo mosh silenced by Mystery Executive. But Diva caught the Vala. They do hit a Ring of Frost. Zeratul is low. But there is the healing camp being propped. ETC slides out. The Avalanche does miss. Can they disengage here? Can they reset? No. Full-on Grit should be punished here, but no, the ETC misses. Can they get out? Can they silence? Can they punish here? Looks like Euro is going in for another level 20 gas bomb. Zeratul was pogging back there, but into a double support comp, he gets punished by the Rhaegar and Oriole. This is huge here. It's a blow for blow. 4v4, both ults are down except for Swipe. Bala has her ulta, but she is dead. So their main damage dealer is gone. Now, what can you do on the side of running wild? Well, you still have some DPS here. It looks like they're just going to clear bottom. Potentially, you could just go ahead and start taking this. You can start looking at the health camp to start prepping. But again, this is at 85%. If you do show top, the enemy team could just go bottom. So those are the trade-offs here. What exactly are they thinking here? It's okay. So they're looking like they're going to commit. They're going to get some secure percentage and stall out some time. D.Va is going to go top. Now, it doesn't really matter because they are going to commit everyone bottom. They see two in lane. That gave them some vision while they're clearing. They don't know where D.Va's at, though, but they force off the Mei. This might be game if they give this. Bala is now back up. It is at the moment for the next 15 seconds due to travel time going to be given to the side of Regen Phoenix because travel time is a bitch. It's not your friend. So they're going to secure bottom keep, but they can still hold on to this game. They can still fight. They have to fight behind, though. It looks like Zeratul is counting, but he did show. Can he hit a nice void? He hits the Oriole. Now, Graslow Grabble Bomb is going to happen, but they hit a nice mosh, but the Mr. Executive, the Stukov, counters it. Now, are they going to force a fight here, which they should, to proc the Protector to come back? Yes, they are. Looks like Oriole is the target here. They should isolate the Oriole, but he's taking a lot of damage because the Protector is hurting it so much. But Avalanche was dropped, but Gazo committed on his stun here. Now, Mr. Executive, the Stukov, is pushing away everyone. Zeratul is getting low. D.Va is providing some CC, and Zeratul does secure the kill on Oriole. What else can they do here? Is there a Death Mosh? No, it is a Storm Shield. All right. So it looks like they are going to secure the keep, but in return, do they kill them in this, right? Can they get out? Do they, the side of running wild, can they put enough damage? Is the team on the side of Regen Phoenix going to appeal for them? No, it looks like you're on your own for the side of Vala and for their Rhaegar. They should commit on this. If I was running wild, this is your opportunity to get something very well here, but they're gonna Bloodlust out. So that is a 90-second cooldown for Rhaegar here. Everyone's back up. You have cooldowns in favor of running wild. It's on a shorter cooldown besides Mosh because of the W for ETC. All right, so they take the support camp. Now, what are they going to make a play here? So they are still in it. They just lost keep. That was expected of losing that objective. Now, Zeratul does get W'd, gets multi-shotted by the Vala, but gets away. Zeratul is very hard to catch. You have to isolate all directions or predict where the Zeratul's go, but most of the time it's not really worth it because he'll just bait you and the other team gets a better advantage because you're wasting cooldown. So they're just going to take the fortification camp on the side of running wild. So Regen Phoenix will have their camp. So there is still a support camp for the side of running wild, which is really good. But now there are two turrets, which will be rough in team fights if it is forced out and they fight in it. Maybe you can bait some out. So a ping was called, maybe to anchor here, and D.Va does sniff it out though. D.Va knows that this should be where they would be at. Now there really isn't any point in rotating here, right? I mean, if you're gonna clear that, that's fine, but it should neutralize because there is your catapults here. But this lane will win because the catapult was in front. All right, now back to the action here. We're still sitting as 5. The objective is looking mid. They have secured the fort, but it doesn't really matter because you still have that well. Honestly, you should pry out that fort. Excellent stuff here by the Zeratul, going for the shadow mending. Nice heals all around, and looks like on the side of Regen Phoenix, they knew that everyone went bottom. They are just going to pressure top, keep wall. You have the camp. Just get a little bit of security, right? Don't need to force too much here. Zeratul is looking for a wide frame. If he eases in right now and gets a fat void, but he doesn't commit to it, and that is fair because Zeratul knew that his team wasn't close enough. Very disciplined for the Zeratul. ETC may look to slide, but doesn't need to force anything out. Good escape by the Zeratul. All right, so what's up with the objectives all around? So there is nothing really coming up. You have your siege camp coming up for the side of Regen Phoenix in 30 seconds. Do they make the play for it? You know, because you can you can get that top keep pressure, and someone may have to commit to it, right? Because both lanes are stabilized with one, I believe, every other minion wave here. All right, so it looks like they are going to use their sentry turrets to bully them out, because all the side of running wild, all they have is their healing camp. Is it enough to make this turn into a 3-game series? Can they wipe him? It would take a misplay on the side of Regen Phoenix here, like potentially killing ETC, who doesn't have Deathmatch, but that Storm Shield is pretty crucial here. You have basically 2.5 supports here, followed up by Gazlo. Gazlo is playing very respectively, and when you hit that ult here, if he hits anyone, the cooldown is lower, but misses, so this is considered a misplay. But so on the side of running wild, because they forced out their healing camp, so for a 50-60 second cooldown, excuse me, they got a healing camp. Now Diva Bomb was dropped. That is huge. This is a play that you want on the side of Regen Phoenix. Diva is no longer really a threat. That bomb is huge. You should really save that bomb in situations for on the point here. So now look at the turrets. You have one in the back, one in the front, and then you have your Gazoo turrets. But good, they fight on the right-hand side here, but it's going to be a slide coming in shortly. I can feel it. I feel a mosh coming up. Now the Void Prison was used. It looks like ETC misses a slide, but they miss because of Oriole. And they use their abilities to disengage, and now Bloodlust is popped. This is going to be a wipe, it looks like, potentially. This is rough for the side of running wild. But if they wait out Bloodlust, no, Zeratul falls, Diva should fall too here. No, Diva gets out. Good healing by his Tukov. Do they catch her though? No, he turned, and Mei gets caught instead. Mei is unstoppable, but Mei heals herself up with her Blizzard. Now, Diva does commit a little bit too hard, followed up by the Gazlo stun here. They're fighting over a support camp. But when you look at the core here, the Winions are, 3 Katas are on core here. They are going to stall. They are going to take the support camp. They should punish. They should hold them here, because look at the camp. Look at the turrets, or the the Winions down there. Just back up a little bit. No need to fight here. Just secure the objective and let it be game. But they are still going to force this fight. And Rhaegar knows, hey guys, let's just back up. Now ETC falls. This could still be a good thing for the side of running wild. They do catch them, because in 35 seconds, or 25 seconds, Void Prison can go on the core and could stall even longer. But can they get out? No. Mei gets clapped. The cheeks are clapped by the laser. That happened to me in an SL game, and my cheeks got clapped, and I was sad. All right, it looks like they're going to dump everything they can on the core here. This should be enough. This should be a game. Out of the best out of a 3, Regen Phoenix looks like they are securing their win here. Bloodlust is gone, but here's what I'm talking about, the Zeratul Void Prison. Is it enough? I don't think it is. Rhaegar is going to have Bloodlust still activated. That is GG for the side of Regen Phoenix. What a game. What a blow for blow. This is the games that are exciting to watch, because you just don't know if a misplay will lead to a throw.